Another blazing hot day here at the compound. Cleaning out the rat's nest. Again, this man is overheating. There's a little bit of number one. A little bit of number two, copper going. A little bit of brass going there. Not really enough to carry the day. I haven't really been bringing anything in here to the compound lately. I've hit a point of stagnation. There's that brass bed that I found the other day. That's a good $40 worth of brass. I cleaned it up and all that. It's hard to believe that was like a whole bed, like two headboards. Or a headboard and a footboard or whatever. Basically what I'm doing is cleaning the bed out. I had a commenter suggest putting a piece of wood under the, see that bulge right there? Putting a piece of wood, see how it's flexing? Underneath the floor when the spring broke, and I did, and apparently the spring broke through the wood and the wood crumbled away. There's a 2-inch thick piece of wood. It was that kind of board over there, that kind of wood. And I don't know, managed to break through. Lasted for a little while. Oh, it's freaking hot. I drink plenty of water. Look at that. That thing is ice cold, ice frozen. So, yep, hydrated. Yep, plenty of cold water. This is the time of year where, you know, the end of September, not September, the end of August, kind of going into September. Summer is like burning itself out, and it usually blazes hot. Just at around the time of, I know we're way up north, but the hurricanes affect our weather by blocking the jet stream and making it bend upward more towards the north. So it carries with it a lot of like the desert southwest heat comes up this way, because the jet stream can't keep going like that. It bends like that because the Gulf of Mexico is over here, and the hurricanes come up, and then the jet stream is cruising along that, and it's like, whoa, you know, curves out of the way, and it brings a lot of the Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, all that desert heat along with, and yeah, this is the temperature phenomenon you get. Unfortunately, it's not a dry heat. By the time it gets here, it's like Louisiana, like New Orleans. It's like 96 degrees and feels like temperature of 108 right now. That's why you don't see a whole lot. Well, I can't excuse it other than that. I just don't feel good, you know, when it gets this hot. But I gotta be here at least a little bit to get a little something going. I don't know. This is just ahead of like the September cool down. It gets kind of rainy after that. Then you got October, which could be hit or miss. Could either be like I don't know. You get your first frost in this area around the end of September. You get like a light frost, and you usually get your first flakes of snow in the middle of October. Like you get a little hint of winter, and then, you know, the next day it's 70 degrees. It's like, oh, okay, here's your little hint. Onward. I don't know. That's my claim anyway. I could be wrong. Yeah, the heat sucks the motivation right out of your body, though. So basically, I have pretty much for the last several days ceased and desist from bringing anything in here. You wouldn't know it though by looking at this video, would you? But it's scattered about because I've been digging through the piles. Oh, man. I don't know. I know not much is happening in this video, but I try to like convey the message. There's no way to make money though doing nothing. But my son's his factory job or his warehouse job, they shut down early today, so he's home. They only work for like about 2 hours because there's a union in there. It's a union shop, and the union rules are if it gets to 96.5 degrees inside the shop, or 97 degrees, something like that, I don't know, in the mid-90s, they have to close down, and they send everybody home. No lies. So I think it's the machinist union or something like that. So they send everybody home when it gets too hot. Unlike my daughter's warehouse job, she works for Granger, and I call that place a sweatshop. There's no union in there, and not that I'm like super big on unions, but yeah, unlike my daughter's job where the company won't even provide fans for my daughter's department, so they don't care what the temperature is in there. You gotta work. And if you want to go home, you get points. And you get, I think, 9 points, something like that, I don't know. 9 points over a certain period of 1 year. 9? I'm trying to think. 9, I'm counting. hang on, bear with. 15 points they allow you in a year's time. You know, like from whatever start date. You know, you got your first point, and then your points get erased after 180 days. They take half a point off, something like that. It's a whole game. And the next half a year, the other half of the point comes off. So I guess it's a way of punishing you without completely firing you, or who knows. Such a crazy system. You always feel like you're under the sword of Damocles when you're working in that type of environment, or at least I would. I wouldn't last. So that's why I'm here in my personal homemade hell. Look, man. Look, everybody. Look, world. I built my own hell. You call that hell? Yeah. If you've had it for a long enough amount of time, you would stop going, you. It would more like be, oh my God, what did I do to myself? Quit complaining, King. Nah, I'm not complaining. Understand the difference. That sounds like complaining to me. Alright, well, good for you there. Done complaining. All you're doing is kicking stuff around. Yeah, I know, right? Have you seen the size of my gut? Bending is... it's actually painful to bend like that. All you're doing is making YouTube videos and complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm explaining. I don't know. Even in this heat, there was a time. That's because you were younger. No. There was a time not too long ago, actually, where I was still like super excited about the scrap. I think the low price has got something to do with it. See, you're complaining. No, not complaining. Just explaining. There's a difference. I gotta get this beast. I gotta get this beast up on that truck all by myself with that dang hernia. Scrapping, you can do something else. You can work at Walmart for $10 an hour. You could be a greeter. You could work at the scrapyard. Why would I do that? I've had people actually suggest that. Why? For $10 an hour, why would I? Minus taxes, that comes out to like $7.75 an hour. Why? Oh, you're making $2 an hour here. You know what? I'd rather make $2 an hour here for eternity than to be slave driven for 30 hours a week. A lot of these jobs aren't even 40 hours, you know, because you have that Obamacare thing or whatever, you know, whatever the rule is. If the place has got like over 50 employees, they don't want you there over 30 hours or something, because then they have to pay into the system and you have to pay it, you know. I don't know all the exact rules, I just know that a lot of places, their full-time week is 30 hours. So you could have 2 jobs. Oh, come on, man, stop. Are you kidding me? What for? Just so I have a few dollars in my pocket to go pay the man? To pay bills? My soul is being ripped out of me. This place, I just wanted this place until I got the house paid off and then close up shop. Once the house is paid off, I go around with 1 or 2 pickup trucks, 2 pickup trucks, a couple times a week, just so I could have a few bucks in my pocket. And the rest of the time, I'll just be sitting in a chair, or laying down and staring out the window with a blank stare on my face, just like with my jaw like wide open, like that. Doing nothing. Nothing. Not fixing nothing. Not cleaning nothing. Nothing. That's the dream. Actually, that's been my dream for the longest time. Like when I worked at my wife's uncle's slave driving auto body shop. I worked there for like 9 years because I had my son, and it was a union job, and it had all the full benefits and all that. It was pretty good, actually, until I got fired. Plus the people. Well, I'm filled up after that rant right there. I just started going to work there. Raked up the broken glass, more or less. Maybe one more like quick rake in there. Get them wasps inside that thing right there. Somebody was saying spray some raw gas in there. I put some raw gas in a Windex bottle, and the gas melted the sprayer mechanism. Most unfortunate. I have enough pallets to be a pallet man, right? Almost. A scrap and pallet man. I haven't seen them doing pallets that much lately. I don't know. What the heck am I looking for back here? A spray something. Something. Some kind of something that can spray. Oh, bucket of Dreamers there. Those all copper radiators are getting pretty rare. Those things drive me nuts. Those wasps. And the price on the electric motors has gone up. It's 13 cents a pound now. Wow, the radios. I got it cranked up today, huh? You really,
Yeah, you bet. Really appreciate the call.
you can really hear Ben, right?
Sure, go for it, Alex.
Hi, Ben. Thanks for having me. I have a question about when you were threatening Clayville with a table.
He always talks so fast. Hard to keep up with him. That ain't gonna work. My big failure is the fact that I'm so overweight. It keeps things from getting done. And there's the generator. I haven't monkeyed with it. If I do, I'm gonna bring it outside. I don't think that's a Honda. I don't know what that is. 7,000 watt. Might be a Predator brand or whatever. I don't know. Let me tell you, it's really hot in here. Oh, what's this stuff? Rust-Oleum. That's all froze up. Just like everything else. Not working, broken, froze. Poverty. My wife calls it something else. I forget what she calls it. Is that poverty? I'm like, it's poverty. It's so hot in here you can't even think. Oh well. I guess the wasps get to stay in the crevice for another day. I don't believe in looking for something for too long. Look for it for a minute or two at the most, and then move on, because I would spend the rest of my life looking for things. If it's lost, then well, it's gonna stay lost until I find it again. Yikes. There's a lot of them. Here, this is the proverbial stick in the hornet's nest. Oh wow, they become aggressive. Yikes. There's a lot of truth to that saying. Poke a stick in the hornet's nest. Ugh. Only the king would do something silly like that, right? Can you think of anybody else that would do that? Alrighty. It's not nice to mess with Mother Nature. Okay, kids. I have to get rid of this stuff. I'll blow this pop stand. And the sun's behind that cloud. A moment's respite. Onward.